So, what coin should you mine in 2023? Well, spoiler alert, I'm not just going to tell you a coin in this video and say that that is the best one to mine. Anyone who would do that probably has some ulterior motives or hidden agenda, because nobody can tell the actual future and know what will happen to the crypto market in this coming year. Instead, I'm going to teach you how to figure out for yourself what coin is right for you and what factors to consider. And this guide will apply no matter what type of mining rig you're using: GPUs, CPUs, ASICs, FPGAs, and so on. So let's get started first by figuring out which of two mining strategies you want to use, as well as a clever way of combining those two, and then finally a more uncommon third strategy that has some potential to be crazy profitable, but you'll have to watch all the way to the end to learn that one. Alright, but first, to start us off, here's a quick word from our sponsor. Coinledger is a crypto and NFT tax software built to save you time and help maximize your tax refund. Thankfully, Coinledger has made the process of doing this super easy. All you have to do is sign up for an account and link your crypto wallets. That's it. What Coinledger then does is it looks at the transaction data of those wallets and uses that to automatically generate a tax report for you in your country's local currency. You can then take this report and export it into any tax filing software like TurboTax or TaxAct, or you can send it off directly to an accountant. Best part is that if you use my link in the description below, you can sign up and use Coinledger entirely for free. And once you're happy with the reports and are ready to export, you can save 10% by using my discount code SEB. But that's not all. They're also doing a giveaway where you can win a free $300 tax report. So make sure you click on that link in the video description below for more details. So first we need to decide which out of two different mining strategies that you are going for. The first one is to just go for whichever coin gives you the most amount of profit per day right now for you to cash out your earnings immediately. This is the approach if you want to treat mining as a way of passive income. And the second strategy is for you if you view crypto as an asset you want to invest in and you want to use mining as a way of accumulating that asset. So that is the approach for you if you believe that one or multiple coins will increase in price in the future and you want to build up a big bag of those coins. Now, no matter what strategy you picked in the first step, for this next step, what we need to do is figure out what coins we can actually mine on our mining rig. We also need to know the speed at which our mining rig can mine these coins, which is called our hash rate, as well as the power consumption for our mining rig when mining those coins. And on top of all of that, we also need to know what our electricity price is. Now, to make this easy, I'm going to use this as an example going forward in this video. It is a 𝗖𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗧𝗢 Mini SE Plus. And if we go onto 𝗖𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗀's website, we can see that it is an ASIC miner that can mine most coins that use an ET hash algorithm variation. You can see a list of those coins here, and that it does that at a hash rate of about 400 mega hash while using only 232 watts of electricity. Now, 𝗖𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗧𝗢 did send this to me together with a discount code for you guys if you'd like to get one for yourself. So I'll have all of that stuff linked down below in the video description in case you're interested. Alright, so next thing to do if you just want to maximize your profit right now is to come to this website called whattomine.com and then make sure nothing is selected at the top and fill out your details on hash rate, power usage, and electricity price. And What2Mine will then list all of the coins available for us to mine based on that information and sort them by current profitability in dollar values, which means that the top one is going to be the most profitable one to mine right here and now if your plan is to cash the coins out right away for immediate profit. So that's easy enough, but what if you'd rather build up a bag of crypto to hold in hopes of selling it in the future after a big price increase? After all, crypto prices are definitely in a big slump right now, and a lot of people are saying that we are due to see another big price increase in about 2 years or so. But how can you know what coins are best to mine if this is going to be your strategy? Of course, you can get really deep into researching different coin projects and the people behind them and base your decision on that. But in this video, I'm going to show you a different sort of more pragmatic approach. And this approach is to just figure out which coins you can mine, which we've already done, then look up how much of these coins you would get per day by mining with your mining rig, also called what your daily mining yield of these coins would be. And you can see that number very easily on the What2Mine website after you filled in your rig's stats by finding the coin in the list and then looking at this number here. This is the amount of this coin that your rig would yield per day. Next up, what we need to do is look the coin up on this site, coinmarketcap.com. And if we just change the timeline to all here, we can see what the all-time high price for the coin has been. Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice. There's no guarantee that a coin will ever reach its all-time high again. But why we are looking at this is to figure out the realistic potential of a coin. Because since this is a price that this coin has been before, that means it is a price that it realistically could reach again. One thing to note is that some coins have a massive price spike right at the beginning. I would disregard that and look at the highest price the coin has been except for in its first month or so. So what we can then do is just take the coin yield number we found on What2Mine and multiply by this all-time high coin price, subtract your power cost, and this is now your potential daily profit for the coin if you were to mine it today, hold it, and was then able to sell it in the future if it reaches its all-time high price again. To show you what I mean, I've made a spreadsheet here for the coins that 𝗖𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗧𝗢 lists for this miner on their website, and we can actually see something interesting here that illustrates my point. And that is that even though Ethereum proof of work, Ethereum POW, is the coin that is the most profitable to mine today, Ethereum Classic is actually the coin that has the most potential profit based on its all-time high price. Pretty interesting. Now, there is also a way to combine these two strategies, and that is the strategy to use if you want to hold coins long term, but the coins you do want to hold long term aren't mineable on your mining rig. What you can then do is simply to mine a coin and then take that coin and exchange it for the coin that you do want to hold long term. And in order to make sure you get the biggest amount possible of the coin you do want to hold, the best bet is to mine whichever coin is the most profitable right now on your mining rig. Now, of course, you're gonna have to do your own research to make sure that you can actually do this trade, that your profits aren't going to be eaten up by exchange fees, if it counts as a taxable event to do this trade, all that kind of stuff, right? There are also a few services that let you mine one coin but get paid in a different coin, like 2Miners, Unmineable, NiceHash, so on. Now, as an example of this, I've made another spreadsheet here that shows mining Ethereum Classic and Ethereum Proof of Work and compares that to mining Ethereum Proof of Work, which is the most profitable coin to mine right now, but exchanging it for Cardano. As we can see here, while this whole strategy would make us $3.80 per day for Ethereum Proof of Work and $6.58 for Ethereum Classic, it would make a massive $27.63 per day if we mine Ethereum Proof of Work, swap for Cardano, and hold that Cardano until it potentially hits its all-time high price again. Now, to reiterate, this is not taking exchange fees and stuff like that into account, so just keep that in mind. So let's sum up what we've learned so far before we get into the third strategy. The best coin to mine if you just want to cash out every day is whatever coin is the most profitable on that day. But if you want to hold crypto long term, then the best coin to mine is kind of still the most profitable one, but to exchange it for the coin you believe will increase in value the most. And a good way of gauging that is to look at the previous all-time high prices of the coins. Now, something crucial to take into account is that mining profits can easily be eaten up by exchange fees. So if your mining rig can directly mine the coins you want to hold, it is usually a better idea to mine those coins directly, even if another coin is technically more profitable. Alright, so finally there is one last strategy that I haven't mentioned yet, and that is to mine a brand new coin that has just been launched to build up a big bag of it in hopes that it will take off and increase dramatically in value in the future. Now, I won't go much into detail about this strategy because I actually already have a couple of videos on how to do this. I'll leave a link to those up in the corner there as well as in the description of the video. But in short, the strategy involves finding a brand new coin that hasn't had any block reward halvings and that not many other people are mining yet, which means that you will be able to mine an astronomical amount of coins in a very short time, and then just sit and wait for the coin price to increase, and that's when you sell and make an absurd amount of profit. As an example of what this strategy could have looked like in the past, a small GPU mining rig was at one point able to mine over 25 Ethereum per day in 2015. If you then would have held that Ethereum and sold it near the all-time high price for Ethereum in 2021, that was the equivalent of making over $100,000 per day off of just a few graphics cards. Now, keep in mind that finding that one coin that takes off in the same way Ethereum did is equivalent to finding a needle in a haystack. For every coin that takes off like that, there will be over 1,000 that go absolutely nowhere.